Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Simply Love, and I'm here to do your reading for October 2015. Um, this is going to be love reading, that love things going on, with the moon. I guess it's the Virgo thing or whatever, but this is for your moon, sun sign, all the, houses that you can ever go into. There's planetary houses, they say, and I am joking around now and acting silly, but uh, my job is to do what the Most High God says do when I call on Him and pray and ask for Him to deliver the messages that He has for my beautiful, beautiful audience, my subscribers, my newcomers, everybody. That's who this reading is for. Um, but it's for the sign of Gemini. So we're going to do Gemini, October 2015. Your reading for you. I shuffled these cards earlier, and I'm going to shuffle them some more again because some people get to thinking that you're setting up, just because you pre-shuffle. I just like to take less time as I can because of the upload process. The upload process takes a while there, so I just try to get everything shuffled. But I don't have no problem shuffling in front of anybody. It doesn't matter. um Please, this is one thing I want to stress. I really love you guys. I really do, each and every one of you. I thank you for subscribing to me and looking forward to seeing my videos. If it wasn't for the Most High God who brought me here in this earth to do this, which is my calling, it is my calling. I know it is because I love to do it. I love to help people. Always have, always will, because that's just part of my nature of an Aquarius anyway. We are water barriers, and we also are, which we carry other people, the load for other people, and we also are humanitarians, which humanitarians love people. That's, they can't help it. They love people. They try to help people all they can, and to be the best that they can be. And they do like to get that in return, which a lot of the times they don't, because there's other people that's so low on their mental thinking, or maybe where they come from, how they grew up. But it's plenty of factors, mental issues. It's just plenty of factors that fall in to why some people don't uh, you know, follow their dreams, why they don't, have a good person next to them, like a guy, or a guy has a good woman. It's always like it's the opposite all the time. Well, it's time, 2015 going into 2016, the Most High God wants all this to stop. And He's using his angels, guides. He's using his angels to those who He called on upon, which one is myself, and there's a lot of others out there, to have His Holy Spirit deliver the messages to you guys, so we can get this thing straightened out, get it together. Here's two popped out for you, Gemini. I'm going to put them here on how they popped out. Okay, I'm done shuffling. All right. So, like I said, basically, the key to it is loving yourself, taking the mask off, stop masquerading around, and, really take that mask off, which is your death. The death card is just taking off the shell and looking deep inside yourself, and, see where you played a role in all this mess that you have yourself into with relationships, because I'm basically going to talk about relationships because that's an issue. And like I said on my other videos also, if you come in to my channel with negativity and saying negative things, what I'm going to do is just block you off from my channel and from Google Plus and here in YouTube, and you won't have to worry about making any comments, and because you're not going to be able to be on the channel to see it at all. It doesn't matter to me. I'm here to do a job for those who has ears to hear and eyes to see. That's all it's for. It's just truth. Either you can handle the truth, or you can handle the truth and want change, because that's basically all truth is. Is to bring you to face yourself and to help you to be a better person and become a better person. That's all I'm being used for by the Most High God and His angels that He sends down to show me these things to tell to you. He already knows who's going to come to my channel. He already knows who's going to listen and understand and accept that it does take change. And yes, it may take tough love that I do. I'm not criticizing nobody. I'm not here to judge anybody, okay? So please don't take anything personal, and please don't hate the messenger, okay? I'm just a spiritual messenger. That's all I am. And I'm not into the astrology. You know what I'm saying? This is the reading that I'm going to do is going to go, to all the houses that you can ever jump into that they talk about in astrology. They go into all this, what the whole 9 yards. This is for you. This is for you. Because this is real right here. I don't have time to be playing around with the moon and the stars and all the houses and all that kind of stuff. It's cool and everything like that for them. I don't knock you if that's what you like to do, but it seems like it's just too all over the place. I tried it for a little bit and I was like, still, you know, if you read these cards, basically, you have something to do, I guess, with each and every sign. I guess it depends on when you cycle around. So when you're cycle around, like what I read today may have cycled around to some of you Geminis out there, right? So this might be a cycle for a different set of Geminis. It's just like a wheel that turns, and it may be your turn, and it may not be your turn. So you're just going to have to accept the good and the bad in life. You have to accept and look in the man in the mirror. That's one record I did like by Michael Jackson. I liked a lot of music and records and stuff, but that one really, really touched my heart. It's about the man in the mirror. It's about you. You got to take that good look at you, and what are you accepting in your life? Is it really the other person that's causing you harm, or are you letting them do this? Men and women, because there's men out there too that suffer behind women who wants to treat them bad, and there's a lot of you men out there just treating these women really bad. And you know what? I'm going to tell you men that gets treated bad by women, and you women that gets treated by men, I'm saying leave your options open. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when they want to sit up there and walk out that door and feel like there's something better out there, which, it may be. Maybe he ain't meant for you. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that? They wasn't meant for you. They probably was only in your life for a reason and a purpose. There's a reason, a purpose for everything in your life. And it may be for some type of growing process. And you have to learn to let go. Learn to let go. If they let go of you, let go of them. Go on out there and get you women, go on out there and get you 2 or 3 men, that you mingle with and socialize with, and get them to take you out and make you feel like the beautiful princess that you are, or do it for yourself. Make yourself feel like the beautiful princess that you are, and the beautiful woman that you are, and that person that you deserve, and how to be treated. You have to treat yourself. You have to love yourself in order to know what you really, excuse me with this hair shit, sorry, excuse me. You're the one that has control over your life. You the one that have to make up your mind whether you want to be happy or whether you want to be sad. That's up to you. That's not what I'm here to do. And I'm not here to judge, because I've been through my own problems and situations also. But my transformation has helped my life out so much. It's changed so much. I have so many opportunities out there that I didn't know of, because I was too focused on one person, you're trying to make that person a part of my life that wasn't meant to be. Because if they're not going to go along with the program, not really a program, is just like you're helping them out to want to try to be better than what they are, basically. And if they don't want that, then they don't want you. Okay, it's time to move on, keep it moving. I think I'm gonna make a video called "Keep It Next." No, I'm just gonna call it next. You don't want, okay, next. You want to leave and get out the door? Next. Go ahead on. Do what you do. I ain't going to call you. I ain't gonna text you. I ain't gonna bother you. Do whatever because something else is gonna come on in, or two or three might be coming on in. There's plenty of perspectives out there, and I don't have to be a hoe and a bitch and all that kind of stuff neither. And that go for you guys too. That's out there that's trying to treat a woman like a gentleman and everything, and they treat you like bullshit. You get out there and you leave your options open. Most men do anyway. Most men do that more than women do. We women sit back, cry, and have all kind of baby fits and running around chasing them, finding out where they at and all this. Why they haven't called you? Come on now, let's get out of that nonsense. Get out of your head and your emotions. I'm sorry, you get out of your emotions and get into your head. Start thinking, and you get somebody too. Soon as they want to make that move, you make a move too. You both be like, hey, you ready to move? Okay, yeah, I got it. I got you. Go ahead. Go right on ahead. Because I'm going to be okay. I feel that good about myself that I'm going to be all right. I don't need you. Because if you want to walk out that door and leave me alone and not be a man about the situation in my life that I thought that you were going to be, well, then I have to think differently. And I have to put my options out there just like he does. And expect him not to return into my life, basically. That's one thing we do have to face. That possible. I mean, really face the fact they ain't meant to come back. They were just meant to be there for a short period of time to teach you something or you to teach them something and then move on from there. Karma takes over after that. There ain't nothing you really got to do. You ain't got to be mad at them. They ain't got to be mad at you. You just keep it moving. Keep it moving for yourself, ladies and gents out there who gets dogged out all the time or, excuse me, sit back and wait on these men and want to walk in and out of your life, you know what I'm saying, making babies and then running out on you. I mean, come on now. There's somebody out there for you. You just got to leave your options open for it. Don't focus on one person all the time. You'll drive yourself nuts. Get out there and have you some fun. I don't care if it's with Lurch from the Addams Family. I don't care if it's Fred Flintstone from the Flintstones. I don't care if it's Ultraman. Y'all probably don't know about Ultraman because I'm old school. I don't care if it's Ultraman. His little light beam, he got to go back up and beam up, but he'll be back down to pick me up and take me somewhere. I don't care if he's freaking Frankenstein, tell you the truth, because, I'm probably not going to end up with none of them anyway. I'm just leaving my options open for them, to keep my mind occupied and keep my sanity and keep me moving, so they can keep my, it helps keep my, enthusiasm about the way I feel about myself that, hey, I'm not no woman with low self-esteem. I have high self-esteem. I have standards, and if you can't abide by those standards and things like that, well, we got to keep it moving. And when we keep it moving like that, when you walk out that freaking door, remember what the door used to look like, because you ain't going to see it no more, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I've learned so far in life. Once you go, you're gone. You want to be with somebody else. That's it. You don't know what kind of diseases they're going to bring back. You don't know what they have. You don't know nothing about nothing that they've been doing because you haven't seen them. You haven't heard from them. All you know is they might have been with another woman. And the vice versa, woman could be another man. She could have 2 or 3 men that she's actually going to bed with. And you don't know what kind of diseases. And then you crying for this person to come back in your life. Okay, you're going to get your wish. Believe me, you're going to get your wish, crying and carrying on for them to come back. And then they're going to come back and give you something that might kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real right now because I'm tired of all this relationship issue stuff where you're crying and carrying on, act like there's nobody else out there for you but that person, and that person might be the very one that kill you. through some type of disease. You don't know if he with this other person, he could have been with another person and then another person after that, not using no protection. Dummies. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and meet you a few guys, because there's some nice guys out there that want to take you out and and wine and dine yourself, take yourself out to the treat yourself somewhere to the movies or something, get your nails, your feet done, your nails done, whatever it takes to pamper yourself. Put yourself first, make sure you're going to continue to be happy in this world, because hey, you come here by yourself, you're leaving by yourself. So go ahead, in between time, I don't care what nobody's have to say. Think about yourself first. Put you first. You matter. You are somebody. Okay? All right, let's go on with the reading, Gemini, because I get to run in my mouth, but I have to say what Most High God has me to say. From the beginning of the reading, I have for Geminis for October of 2015, I have the 8 of Wands. Okay? And when I see that Gemini, for you Geminis out there, I'm seeing there's maybe a lot of wands, or were you putting up defenses, or you may be putting up walls. There may be something in the way. There may be competition. There could be battles to be prepared for. There could be conflicts with a person or people. When it comes to some of you Geminis out there, that's what it's telling me. Yes, because it's following the Tower. So, in the relationship issue, there's some problems going on with some of you Geminis out there. There's some problems going on, some serious problems, because this is the 8 of Wands, and it's brewing here. And when it brewed, it blew its top. Okay, it blew its top here, which the Tower is not really too scary. Don't look at it as being that bad. Yes, it's a blow of a top. It's a blow up of something, of a relationship, of a marriage, of something, because we're talking about relationships here, of two people. It blew its top, and it was unexpected. It was an unexpected blow up. It was here with the 8, with the, with maybe some words or some kind of, conflict, some kind of disagreements and things like that, or competition or something, where it was back and forth. But then it ended up with the Tower, which is blown. Uh, One person going one way, one person going the other. It means a breakup. It means the ending for a new beginning for some of you Geminis out there. Okay, it could have been a breakup of a person, because you see, two people are falling apart. They both fell apart. One's on one side, one's on the other. Their house blew up. Their foundation is gone. There's fire and brimstone up there, but it's not all over though. It's endings for new beginnings. So, don't take each relationship and take it like, oh, he's gone. And, there's fire, there's lightning, this lightning struck it. It's after lightning strikes, that's it. If it strikes you, then that's it. It's over. Let it go. Move on. Keep your options open. Don't worry about that one person who jumped ship or whatever, or left you hanging. Get out there and get your, like I said, you don't have to, you can go to the mall. There's malls. There's men that go to malls. There's men that goes to track or track trail walking. There's men that go in the stores and things like that. Don't necessarily mean you have to go to a bar and all that kind of stuff and hang out and find somebody. There's just different things in different places, and that you can meet a person that you might, that just might be able, just want to take you out. Enjoy that moment. I'm not saying that has to be forever. Get 2 or 3 or 4 guys that you could rely on that's gonna, take you out, Not like I said, not saying that you have to do anything with them, and they ain't got to be the best of the best, of the top of the cherries and all that kind of stuff. As long as they treat you nice and treat you decent and things like that, have a nice time while you're out there. That's all I can say. Don't sit back and moan and groan and cry over somebody who don't want to be with you because they made that decision when they walked out that door. Period. The end. He said the end. But he's got it in his mind that he could just come and go what he wants because see, he know women are emotional, so they run on their emotions and they feel like they could just come on in there and swoop in there and they all right. No, don't make it easy for them. Make it hard for them to get back in that door. Or once they walk out, just let them go anyway. Period. Let them go. Save yourself the aggravation because it probably wasn't meant to be anyway. Nobody who cares and loves about you just walks out on you, especially to be with somebody else. Okay, they didn't like you, and they was planning this. Men plan. They plan ahead of time what they gonna do. Believe me, they do. So you better start doing the same thing. When things ain't start to acting right or seeming right or feeling right, that's your angel God's telling you. They're warning you something ain't right. Pay attention to them red flags, you women and you men out there that has these women running over top of you or these men running over top of you. Pick out the red flags, start making your plans because they planning too, baby, and you want to stay a step ahead of them, and so you don't have to go through the crying and all that, and when they're coming back, sitting back waiting and all this type of thing. Okay, just one moment, Gemini.